Kevin De Bruyne to move to Napoli, and Manchester City to sign Donnarumma. England will have a record number of teams in the Champions League, something that has never happened before in the tournament's history. UEFA did not want Barcelona to reach the final. All of this and more in today's episode. England is setting a historic record in the 2025-26 Champions League season. The country will be represented by 6 clubs, something that has never happened before in the history of the tournament. Previously, the maximum number of teams from one country was 5, which has occurred several times, notably with England and Spain. This situation became possible thanks to the Premier League's high ranking in the UEFA coefficient table, which allowed it to gain an additional spot, and the 6th spot was secured by Manchester United and Tottenham, reaching the Europa League final. After all, the winner of this tournament automatically gets a place in the Champions League, regardless of their position in the national championship. By the way, the coaches of both teams commented on reaching the final. Meeting MU in the Europa League final? It's exciting, it's brilliant. We know that regardless of which club you are at, you don't often get such an opportunity, so you want to make the most of it. We have a few weeks to prepare. It should be a great game. And obviously, it gives our fans hope that we can do something special this year, said Tottenham coach Postecoglou. Here's how the MU coach commented. "This is the least we can do for the fans, for all the support they have given us this difficult season. But I'm already tense about the final, because if you don't win, in the end, it's nothing. So we are happy to be there. We'll see," said Ruben Amorim. Write in the comments which team you want to see in the Champions League next season, Manchester United or Tottenham. Currently, only Liverpool has guaranteed its participation in the UCL group stage. A fierce battle is underway for the remaining places in the Premier League's top 5, involving Arsenal, Manchester City, Newcastle, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, and Aston Villa. Chelsea and Real Betis will meet in the UEFA Conference League final, which will take place on May 28th in Wroclaw. The Londoners were considered the main favourites of the tournament from the moment of the draw, and their path to the decisive match was quite predictable. Enzo Maresca's team overcame Swedish side Djurgården without any particular difficulties, as they failed to create serious competition. In contrast, the fight for the second final spot was much more intense. In the semi-final, Fiorentina faced Real Betis, and the first match in Seville ended in favour of the Spaniards 2-1. But in the return leg in Italy, the situation changed dramatically. The Spaniards opened the scoring in the 30th minute after a free kick by Antony, but before half-time, Gyökeres scored twice from corner kicks, making it 2-1. Regular time did not determine a winner, and in extra time, Betis demonstrated greater physical endurance. In the 97th minute, Eza scored the decisive goal after a cross from Antony, solidifying the Spaniards' advantage. Fiorentina tried to find an answer, but was more likely to suffer a rout than regain control of the game. Interestingly, Antony, who failed to prove himself at Manchester United, has now transformed into a true leader for Betis. After the final whistle, the Brazilian winger could not hold back tears, sharing this emotional moment with his family and team. "I'm a little tired, but happier than tired. We knew how difficult the match would be. We have to enjoy this moment. I'm living an incredible period, and everything has changed. I cried a lot with my mum, my wife, my brothers. We went through very difficult times, but now I'm happy," shared Antony. Why didn't he make it at Manchester United? The reasons could be various: the style of play in the Premier League, his unsuccessful use in the team, or psychological pressure. However, he has now received a second chance and has fully taken advantage of it, showing excellent football at Betis. Betis now has the opportunity to fight for the trophy in the final against Chelsea. Will Antony be able to continue his brilliant form and lead Manuel Pellegrini's team to a historic victory? Napoli is preparing a sensational transfer, seriously set on signing Kevin De Bruyne, reports Sky Sport. The midfielder's contract with Manchester City expires in the summer, and the Azzurri intend to sign the Belgian as a free agent. De Bruyne wants to stay in Europe and also has an offer from Liverpool. However, De Laurentiis' club is also banking on the excellent relationship with Belgium national team partner Romelu Lukaku. Napoli hopes that Romelu Lukaku Kevin's partner in the Belgian national team, will help convince him to choose the Italian club specifically. De Bruyne had previously stated that he feels great and is in good form. The Italian Championship is less intense than the Premier League, so I think Kevin at Napoli will be able to delight us with wonderful matches again. In my opinion, this is a good option, but what De Bruyne himself will choose, we will soon find out. Gianluigi Donnarumma's future remains uncertain, despite his stable performance in PSG's goal. The Italian goalkeeper's contract is valid until the summer of 2026, but negotiations for its extension have reached a deadlock. According to Corriere della Sera, Donnarumma may move to Inter, where his former coach Gianluca Spinelli works, which could be a key factor in his decision. Besides Inter, Juventus, Bayern Munich and Manchester City are also in the race for the goalkeeper. The English club could make a serious financial offer, considering Ederson's possible departure in the summer. This causes concern among Serie A representatives who fear they will not be able to compete with City financially. For Man City, this is an excellent option, as Donnarumma is only 26 years old. For a goalkeeper, this is just the prime, meaning he can play at the highest level for at least another 10 years. And I think no one doubts that Donnarumma is a classy goalkeeper. I didn't want to touch on the subject of Simon Marciniak's refereeing in the second leg of the Champions League semi-final between Inter and Barcelona, but UEFA has already given an official comment, and I want to comment briefly. After the dramatic defeat to Inter, the Blaugrana's coach accused the Polish referee of bias towards the opponent, stating that in controversial situations, the referee made decisions in favor of the Nerazzurri. Spanish media also claimed that Marciniak did not award at least one clear penalty against Inter. Gavi, one of Barcelona's leaders, even said that UEFA was scared of them. It's really hard, especially knowing how close we were. They didn't want us to reach the final because we had such a strong season. They were scared. However, UEFA sees no problems with the refereeing. In response to Marca's inquiry, the organization stated, "No problems whatsoever," which effectively confirms trust in the Polish referee. So, in my opinion, it was a wonderful match between excellent teams. And football is not chess. It is a contact sport. Those who understood, understood. Let's move on. Arsenal is actively working on signing Victor Gyökeres from Sporting, as the transfer of Alexander Isak from Newcastle looks unlikely. According to The Telegraph, the London club has already prepared the first official offer for the Swedish forward. The Gunners are ready to pay €60 million. This amount may satisfy Sporting, although they want to receive around €65 million. Gyökeres has become a priority target for Arsenal, as Mikel Arteta's team is in dire need of a centre-forward. In the current season, the coach even has to use Mikel Merino at the point of attack, which is not an optimal solution. Interestingly, Manchester United is also interested in Gyökeres, but the player himself prefers Arsenal if choosing between the two English giants. That's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Keep watching for more football action and have a wonderful day.